Ever wonder why your parents keep warning you about buying a house right now, but can't explain exactly why? They might be sensing economic uncertainty that many are feeling. While real estate markets can seem unpredictable, some economists discuss patterns and cycles that may influence housing markets. There's a theory about an 18-year economic cycle that some believe may affect real estate, though it's debated and has exceptions. Today we're going to explore this theory, discuss current market conditions, and give you information to help you make informed decisions about real estate timing. Number 1. The forgotten discovery. Let's start with something most economists debate. The theory of 18-year property cycles has been observed by various researchers studying land speculation patterns. While economist Homer Hoyt made significant contributions to urban land use theory in the 1930s with his sector model, the 18-year cycle theory is more associated with observations stemming from Henry George's work and later researchers who studied recurring patterns in land values and real estate booms and busts. Number 2. Why market timing is complex. Here's what makes housing markets challenging to predict. They're influenced by numerous economic factors including interest rates, employment levels, lending standards, and regional economic conditions. While banks and financial institutions study market trends and cycles, there's no consensus on predictable crash patterns. Housing downturns have occurred at irregular intervals throughout history, making precise timing impossible to forecast reliably. Number 3. The memory trap. This is where human psychology becomes your worst enemy. After every crash, there's a period where everyone swears they'll never fall for the hype again. But real estate cycles typically span 20 years, often long enough for that painful memory to fade. New buyers enter the market who never experienced the previous crash, while those who lived through it may become overconfident as markets recover. Number 4. The recovery phase. But the most dangerous part isn't the crash. It's the recovery that follows. After a crash, housing prices typically stay depressed for 2 to 8 years, with recovery timeframes varying significantly by location and crash severity. During this period, while markets remain uncertain, smart money often begins accumulating properties. But regular people, they're still traumatized from the crash and often miss the early recovery opportunities. Number 5. When hope becomes poison. During the later boom phase of the real estate cycle, typically years 14 to 16, something shifts in the collective mindset. People stop saying, "I should wait for prices to come down," and start saying, "I better buy before they go up more." This is when the real danger begins. Everyone becomes an expert, flipping houses and talking about real estate. Number 6. The warning signs. There are always signals before the crash hits, but people explain them away. Construction cranes everywhere. That's overbuilding. Young people taking out massive loans for starter homes. That's unsustainable debt. Real estate agents becoming millionaires overnight. That's a bubble forming. The government starts talking about cooling measures and responsible lending. That's acknowledgement the market is overheated. But instead of seeing these as red flags, people rationalize them. The economy is just really strong right now. Or there's a real housing shortage. The cycle relies on your ability to ignore obvious warning signs, because you want to believe the good times will last forever. By the time the crash happens, those signs seem obvious in hindsight. Number 7. Your timing dilemma. So where are we now in this 18-year cycle? The last major crash was 2008. Count forward 18 years and you get 2026. We're currently in year 17, the phase where optimism is highest and danger is greatest. Housing prices have been climbing for over a decade. Everyone's convinced they'll never come down. Number 8. The exception myth. Every generation thinks they're living through the exception, that their situation is so unique the old rules don't apply. In the 1920s, it was the stock market boom and new economy thinking. In the 1970s, it was oil shocks, stagflation, and economic upheaval that challenged traditional economic models. In the 2000s, it was the internet economy and global trade creating a new paradigm. Today, it's remote work, populism, and technological disruption. Number 9, understanding market cycles. While economic and real estate cycles exist and can provide useful context, successful investing requires analyzing multiple factors, including personal financial situation, market conditions, and long-term goals rather than relying solely on cyclical timing predictions. The 18-year real estate cycle isn't a crystal ball, but it's the closest thing we have to predicting housing crashes. Whether you believe the pattern will hold or think this time truly is different, at least now you're making that decision with more information than 99% of buyers ever have. Knowledge like this doesn't guarantee success, but it sure beats gambling blind on the biggest purchase of your life. What do you think? Are we approaching the peak, or has something fundamentally changed? Let me know in the comments.